very good afternoon to you. Trust your week is ending on a high. My name is Bentura Kwamboka. We've compiled for you the latest happenings across the country. But first, let's take a look at what's making headlines at this hour.
In my view, despite stiff opposition by the respondents, it is my considered opinion that these petitions raise weighty constitutional questions that fall under Article 163, B and D2. Hence, I am persuaded to refer them to the Chief Justice for empanelment of a bench.
High Court Judge Lawrence Mugambi escalates cases challenging Deputy President Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment to the Chief Justice. Kenya pledges to send additional 600 police officers to Haiti as the President William Ruto hosts Prime Minister Gary Conil in Nairobi.
Muishi kwa amani. Musigawanyike kwa minajili ya dini, minajili ya kikabila. Mupendane, muishi kwa pamoja, ikuwe adui yetu ni njaa.
More killings reported in Tana River County as leaders urge communities to maintain peace.
Welcome to the program, and our sign language interpreter this afternoon is Walter Asewe. And the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua impeachment-related cases are now on the desk of the Chief Justice. This is Justice Lawrence Mugambi has this morning ordered the files to be referred to the Chief Justice Martha Koome's office, which will then empanel a bench to hear the petition. Justice Mugambi says the matter has generated massive public interest and raises serious constitutional issues that require a bench. The National Assembly voted for the impeachment of Gachagua as the Deputy President on Tuesday before the Senate prepares to hear the case in plenary on Wednesday.
I find that given the extensive nature of these proceedings, starting from the National Assembly all the way to the Senate and the massive public interest that the matter has generated, it will require the mind of more than one judge to determine. In any case, it is not only the test of novelty that determines the consideration of the constitution of a bench, as courts do not exist to serve the intellectual stimulation of elitists, but to serve the public in matters of great concern to them. And this one is one of those rare occasions that the court should arise to the occasion and serve the public with all the resources that it can possibly summon. In my view, despite stiff opposition by the respondents, it is my considered opinion that these petitions raise weighty constitutional questions that fall under Article 163, B and D2. Hence, I am persuaded to refer them to the Chief Justice for empanelment of a bench. The linked petition shall be petition number E522 of 2024. The rest to be forwarded alongside this file to the Chief Justice are petition number E509 of 2024, E537 of 2024, E528 of 2024, E525 of 2024, and E506 of 2024. So that is the decision of the court.
And 2 days after the National Assembly resolved to impeach the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, a section of leaders from Mbeere in Embu County have exuded confidence that the Senate will transact its business impartially. The leaders are now pushing the government to address the issues of underdevelopment in the larger Mbeere region. Mbeere North Member of Parliament Geoffrey Ruku observed that the vast arid Mbeere region that consists of Mbeere North and Mbeere South constituencies has been marginalized for a long time in the subsequent governments since independence. Speaking in Nyangwa village in Mbeere South, he cited poor road infrastructure, lack of water and electricity connections despite hosting the 7 folk dams that are major source of water and power in the country.
Difficulties which we are crying to the government of the day to ensure these challenges are going to be resolved. Na tukisema hivyo jameni, barabara ya kutoka Kiretire kwenda Kiambere, kutoka inji Umbwe imekuwa mbovu zaidi. Kwani nyinyi you are children of the lesser God. Ili kukue pande zile zingine kuna rami, huku kwetu hakuna. And that's why we have insisted to the government of William Samoei Ruto this road Kiretire Kiambere lazima iwekwe rami this time. Ili angalau sisi pia tukiwa jamii ya Wambere tujifunie kuwa katika serikali. Ama namna gani? Yes. Kwa hivyo lazima tuhakikishe ya kwamba serikali tumeileta karibu na sisi jamii ya Wambere, ili tuweze kupata yale ambayo tumenyimwa na serikali ya Jomo Kenyatta, serikali ya Moi, serikali ya Kibaki, serikali ya Uhuru Kenyatta. Tupatiwe na hii serikali.
And away from that, Kenya is set to send additional 600 police officers to Haiti for the ongoing peace mission. President William Ruto announced this as he hosted the Haiti Prime Minister Gary Conille at State House in Nairobi. Let's listen in.
We have a budget that takes us all the way to March next year. So in terms of being able to support our officers on the ground, including those who are joining next month, we have resources to make sure that they have every support that they need up to March 2025. We are asking the international community to step up because our mandate extends all the way to October next year. I am pleased to announce that an additional 600 Kenyan police officers are completing their pre-deployment training and will be ready for duty next month. Our officers are working closely with the Haitian National Police to restore order, protect critical infrastructure, and create safe spaces where Haitians can thrive.
So I can tell you safely that no, we are engaging. The leadership is also very much engaged with the leadership of the police force in strategic thinking, in understanding, in collecting intelligence, and finding out how to use it more effectively. So that exchange is also helping build up the capacity of the Haitian force itself. So let me be very clear. The presence of the two contingents that we have now have been extremely, extremely helpful in helping us make the progress that we are seeing now.
And 6 more people have reportedly been killed in Tana River as inter-clan clashes escalate. The recent killings take the death toll to 18 since the clashes started a week ago. Tana River County residents have been urged to maintain peace, led by Garsen Member of Parliament Ali Wario. Local leaders from Tana River County have condemned the ongoing land conflicts, at the same time calling for urgent action from the national government to restore security in the area.
Tana River, muishi kwa amani, musigawanyike kwa minajili ya dini, minajili ya kikabila, mupendane, muishi kwa pamoja. Ikuwe adui yetu ni njaa, adui yetu ni mambo ya elimu, si namna hiyo? Kwa hivyo sisi tusomeshe watoto wetu, tuachane mambo ya ukabila. Kule pande ya Tana North huko Bura watu wanakosana, tunasema watu wetu waishi kwa amani, tupendane, tujenge nchi yetu.
Ningeomba hata serikali kuu jambo hili ikaweze kuangazia kwa kina jinsi gani wananchi hapa watakapoweza kugawiwa mashamba, kila mtu hata kama ni eka zake 15 kwa ajili ya watoto. Jambo hili linaweza ondoa uhasama katikati ya wakaaji wa mahali hapa, na watu wakazidi kuhamasisha habari ya amani, na zaidi ya yote wakaweze kuletewe maendeleo kwa usawa kama jinsi nazi tunaunga mkono serikali hapa, tunaitambua na tunawanjua.
Serikali ya kaunti ipate kuelewana na serikali kuu, ili wanapokuwa na umoja wao wenyewe wakiweka amani, hata sisi huku ground hatuna la kusema ila tu kuwasikiliza. Lakini wakati wanapotengana wao kwa wao, huku nako sisi hatuwezi tukakaa kwa amani. Kwa hivyo ningeomba wao washikane na sisi pia huku ground tukaweze kushikana, ili tukaweze kuishi kwa amani, upendo na umoja.
Mimi ombi yangu viongozi wetu wa Tana River, usibague watu, sisi yote Mwenyezi Mungu umetuleta pamoja hapa, tuumishe vizuri mambo ya kalasta, tuendeshe kiinjia sawa sawa.
Elsewhere, members of the Ogiek community in Nakuru County have distanced themselves from Justice John Mutungi's ruling that ordered the government to settle over 45,000 residents of Eastern Mau in the 6 settlement schemes within the county. The Environment and Lands Court in Nakuru ruled in favor of a legal settlement in Nesuit, Marioshoni, Sururu, Likia, Sigotik and Teret. The ruling sparked uproar among the members of the Ogiek community who faulted the ruling for not considering their rights.
These are members of the Ogiek community filled with frustration and outrage following the recent case ruling that they believe did not consider their pleas. According to the Ogiek Council of Elders, the community are the rightful owners of the 35,301 hectares of land following the Arusha Landmark Code ruling, which granted the Ogiek the ancestral rights. The elders have faulted the political witch hunt in the case that wants to rob them their land.
Despite winning multiple cases over the same land, the recent judgment has ignored the concern of the Ogiek community. Why is the Ogiek case not being implemented before lifting the caveat? The issue of land in Mau should not be politicized, evoking unnecessary emotions. We call upon the relevant authorities to respect and uphold the rights of the Ogiek community, ensuring justice and fairness in the implementation of court ruling.
However, Judge Mutungi ruled that the settlers had proved that the government had created the 6 schemes to settle the landless Kenyans and those affected by the 1992 tribal clashes. The judge further noted that the government had issued the 28-day notice in January 30, 2001 as it declared to alter the boundaries of the Mau settlement.
Eastern Mau msima yote ni ya jamii Ogiek according to ruling ya African Court. Niombe Mheshimiwa Rais, na kama haitatekelezwa, na hiyo kama hiyo amuzi haitatekelezwa, mwezi ujao tutakuwa African Court. Sasa huko ndio tunaelekea. So ningetaka kuomba ya kwamba pia wajitayarishe, ngawa tuna viongozi, tuna Mungu, tunajua ya kwamba tutapata haki siku moja.
The Ogiek Council of Elders noted that despite winning various court cases in the Mau complex, their rights have continued to be violated. The disappointed members of the Ogiek community called on the government to implement the Arusha Landmark ruling and grant them their land. The indigenous Ogiek community further asked the government to always consult them on matters affecting their community.
Jamii Ogiek tunachukua hatua kuweka apili hiyo kesi ya Mutungi, alafu tutolewe judgment nyingine, na tunaona hiyo ilikuwa kisiasa. Sababu vile aliamua, hata yeye alisema kwa maoni yake, si kwa maoni ya sheria. Hata sisi kwa maoni yetu tunampeleka Arusha aende ajibu kwa hiyo maoni yake aliona ni nini.
Saa hii tunasanga politician kutoka kila sehemu wanaangazia tu na serikali na nyamaza, hataki kusema hii maneno itekelezwe na once and for all.
Anthony Kwemoi, K24 TV.
And Mijikenda Kaya elders from Kilifi are calling on the government to initiate programs for conserving ancient trees and promoting cultural activities and products in the society. Led by Magarini Cultural Association Director Suma Nzai, the elders have insisted on the need to protect trees from destruction, saying that products such as castor oil are their source of income. The leaders urged the national government to empower them as they play a major role in conserving ancient culture.
Tumejaribu kuweza kuzuia, lakini sasa kuna baadhi ya mawaziri hasa kwa counties wanaenda kule wanashirikiana na wazee kidogo, ndio wanazidi kuharibu hayo mambo mazingira. Ndio tunawaambia mawaziri wa county muwe na heshima na makaya. Kufikia saa hizi hata mliona juzi chenda ile vurugu yote ambayo ilifanyika ni kwa sababu ya utepetevu wa mawaziri wa county. Hawashirikiani na wale watu ambao wanahusika rasmi na mambo ya mila na desturi.
Lakini shida tulio nayo tutakayokuelezea serikali ni kusema mila yetu kama serikali haitatambua wazee, hii mila itapotea. Na la pili ni kueleza kwamba juzi tulikuwa na chenda ilikuwa Kaloleni huko, tumeona mambo mabaya ambayo hatutaki tena kuyaona hata kuyakaribia, wala sirudie tena. Sisi tu watu na heshima zetu na tuwazee na tunalinda mila yetu na desturi. Hatutaki kuchezewa kama vile pesa kila mmoja mfuko wake anaujua mwenyewe. Sikutuchezea sisi ambao hatuna chochote.
Moving on, the government has formed a committee chaired by the Commissioner of Cooperatives to audit billions of shillings that cooperative societies owe farmers. According to the Ministry of Cooperatives and MSMEs, the debts were rising every year despite efforts by the government to offset them. Cooperatives and MSMEs CS Wycliffe Oparanya questioned the debt rather mainly in the agricultural sector, terming the ongoing government waivers as unsustainable. According to Oparanya, the debts owed to the coffee sector had risen from 6 to 7.2 billion shillings within months as management borrowed funds to pay dividends.
Despite the government cleared about 4 billion, the debt is still there. The same to coffee. These cooperatives keep on, because of management issues, keep on borrowing. When they were talking about it, it was about 6.2 billion. Now, it is over 7 billion. So even if the government cleared the 6 billion, still there will be another 1 point something billion still accumulated. So I think we must have a solution of stopping debts. And debts is part of mismanagement. And that's why we are saying we are going to have an eye on borrowing in cooperatives, because some members are duped into being told that we are borrowing to pay dividends while we wait for money from Cooperative Bank in terms of cherry fund, when actually they are just borrowing for their own use. So as a government, it cannot sustain this debt issue. So we must have a solution.
Police in Narok town have arrested a man imposing to be a Kenyan defense officer who is suspected to be among the criminals terrorizing Narok residents. Information obtained by members of the public revealed that there was a suspicious person who had rented a house within the area. Well, we will bring to you that story as it gets ready, but at this point we take a breather here at K24 Newscat. I'll see you in a short while.